Muy buenas a todos, soy Mariachi. Bienvenidos a un juego, bienvenidos a un nuevo indie. Hoy toca el turno a Prim, juego que salió el 24 de octubre. Aventura gráfica point and click de las de toda la vida, con un apartado artístico brutal y con una historia terroríficamente divertida. 20 euritos tienen la culpa, está en castellano y la tendréis disponible en el canal de Mariachi in this room. Así que vamos a darle alegría. Comenzamos. Hilo de la vida.
Hold on a second. Yes, mortal, I'm talking to you. Are you really sure you know what you're doing there? Cutting a person's life thread results in death, and that's irreversible. Clotho, say something. Lachesis, don't interfere with the human's decisions, sister. As goddesses of fate, we are supposed to remain neutral observers. Am I right, Atropos? Atropos reminded her sisters that they were arguing to no avail. The mortal's choice had been predetermined long ago. Oh, Atropos, can't you speak like a normal person for once? Atropos found her speech quite normal and declined to dignify the remark with a response. So, human, what will it be? The human turned to Atropos, hoping for a solution to the dilemma, but no answer was forthcoming. What are you waiting for, mortal? Make your choice. Remember, Sunshine, you don't have to do this.
Parece que si no lo corto no sigo, ¿no?
I don't like this part of the story. Me neither, to be honest. And yet it had to be told.
What? Wait, I remember this place.
We were here together many times.
Right. What did you call it again?
The world in between. We thought it a fitting locale for our encounters. I mean, a mortal woman and death.
Encounters. Ah, charming as always, Thanatos. These shadows on the wall. Are they the souls you couldn't...
Yes. They are trapped here forever, reminding me of my mistake.
You have to forgive yourself, Thanatos.
I would much prefer to leave the past in the past.
You won't ever change, will you?
Death is as unchangeable as it is inevitable.
Now show yourself already! Ugh, there's no reason to put on an act with me.
Hello, Morwen.
Se le hinchó la tripa. Tiene gases. Pasa que no.
You look...
Dead?
I am afraid so.
What about Prim? Is she...
The child is all right. There is no need to worry.
No, she's not. She needs someone by her side. Especially now. Remember what the goddesses of fate said when she was born? A power over life and death would awaken in her, as soon as...
As soon as she turns 16, I know. Forgetting things is not in my nature.
Listen to me. Up until now, it wasn't a problem for you to keep to yourself and do your thing. We got along just fine without you. But now things have changed. She needs help.
Well, I have heard the orphanages these days are not as bad as people make them out to be.
Is this all a cosmic joke to you? She's your daughter too.
How am I supposed to take care of a child? You know who I am.
I know you have your responsibilities, but your daughter is one of them now. She needs you. I need you. So you'll have to find a way to make it work. Promise me you'll take care of her. Promise me!
So be it. I promise.
Good. You be nice to her, you hear?
Fine. I will try.
Then I think I'm ready for whatever comes next.
Goodbye, Morwen. Safe travels. I will need to make preparations before transporting the child to my realm. Death has a daughter. This is ridiculous.
Prim. Bueno, no empieza mal.
In the land of the living, Prim didn't have the slightest idea that Thanatos, the god of death, was already on his way to her. The girl's mind was engulfed in a haze of grief, for her beloved mother Morwen had passed away in a terrible accident only weeks before. Mourning makes mortals do strange things. In Prim's case, she did what any 15-year-old would do. Go somewhere forbidden.
This is it. Mom's secret hideaway. She never let me up here.
Prim? Are you sure this is a good idea? It's really dark up there.
Don't chicken out again, Triss.
Can't we at least wait for better weather? This storm is making everything twice as creepy.
Oh, come on, scaredy pants. You promised don't bail out now.
Do I really have to?
Tristan, please. This is important to me. Going through Mom's things might help me feel close to her. Even if it's just for a moment.
Oh, fine. But I'm staying on the ladder. Whoa! What is all this?
I have no idea. But we're here to find out.
Clic con el botón principal para moverte.
I really hope Mom didn't put that thing in my crib. Although that could explain the nightmares. This part of the attic is so dark, I won't be able to find anything without some light. And we all know the coolest things are hidden in the darkest places. Strange. The floor makes a different sound here.
The floor at our house does that all the time.
And you should really get that fixed. It drives me up a wall.
Madame can move to a hotel anytime she pleases.
Ha ha. You do know I'm thankful you and your family took me in. I mean it.
Even with my dad doing his weird magic tricks all the time? It's so embarrassing.
A price I'm willing to pay to avoid homelessness.
And to live with your best friend.
Yes, that too. Hey, I mean, at least you know your dad. Mom never told me anything about mine. So, what's this under my feet? Jackpot. A box. And a present? It must be for my birthday.
But isn't your birthday next week?
In 3 days and 2 hours, to be precise. Mom planned ahead. Oh. It's like these things were waiting here for me.
Bueno, el ratón hacía digo que puse ahí para abrir el inventario. Haz clic en el botón secundario sobre una foto para examinarlo.
Mom's camera. It meant the world to her. And she wanted me to have it.
Nada más. Sé que no querías que hubiese metido tus cosas del desván, pero quería sentirme cerca de ti. Perdóname, te echo de menos. Busca los descensos clásicos viajes de
Mom's beloved instant camera. Mom's beloved Let's see if we can shed some light on the matter. Oh, it looks like the batteries are dead. I should ask Tristan if he can get me some. What a strange box. It's surprisingly heavy for its size. I can't lift it. But I can try to open it. It's locked, but there's no keyhole. Only a skull-shaped notch. There must be a way to get it open. I'm sure Mom hid something around here. Tristan, can you get me some batteries for the camera? They're in the living room.
Sure.
But be careful.
You know me. I'm graceful as a... Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm okay!
He'll never learn.
Here's the batteries. And a cookie.
Thanks. That should do the trick. It may be old, but not yummy.
Nos hemos comido una
Try it
galleta.
again. I should have a look at the photo. Maybe I can spot something interesting. So that's what it looks like over there. More boxes. Wow. But wait. What's that shiny thing? Something must have reflected the flash. I'm sure I can find it in the dark now. A necklace? Must have been Mom's. I didn't know her taste was so morbid. Oh, it has a skull pendant. That's... The tiny skull fits right into this little notch. Let's see what's in here. What? What was that?
Okay, things are getting way too strange up here. Prim, can we go now? Please?
You know what? You go ahead. I need a few minutes alone anyway.
Are you sure?
Yep, but leave me some cookies.
You better make it quick.
They say time heals all wounds. Yet grief is not so simple. The pain lingers, a persistent ache that refuses to fade away. But it transforms, shifts shape, becomes a more tolerable burden. The comfort of a friend, a soft bed, or a plate of cookies can make all the difference in the world. Because let's face it, cookies make everything better.
It's full of instant photos. What a surprise! Mom took her camera with her everywhere, and guess who was her favorite subject? Oh, here she is. My mom, Morwen. Oh, beautiful, wasn't she? Oh, that was after Tristan's weird obsession with becoming a rope dancer. Didn't end too well for him, to no one's surprise. He really is one big doofus. But he's my doofus. What the heck? Who is this? Okay. What's that shining behind those boxes? I'll move these out of the way. Whoa. Nobody's gonna believe this.
Curious, but not without fear, Prim approached the circle of light that had manifested right in front of her.
Before she could reach it, there he was. Out of the portal stepped a hooded skeleton with eyes as black as the darkest night.
And in a voice that sounded more in Prim's head than in her ears, the monster spoke to her.
I am Death, your father. And from now on, you are my ward.
Humans have absolutely no idea what to do when they encounter the Grim Reaper. So, after carefully weighing up all their options, most of them pick the obvious thing and just drop dead.
In Prim's case, Thanatos had made sure that wouldn't happen. Thus, when she met him, she only died a little bit. And she changed. Just enough so that he could take her to his realm.
And as she was carried into the portal by her long-absent father, Prim left behind a whole life, a faithful friend, and a broken camera.
Prim? Prim?
No matter how often or how loudly Tristan called her name, Prim was nowhere to be found.
Oh, poor dear.
Little did Prim know she had been transported to a place where mortals can only go once their life has come to an end. The realm of the dead.
Un gesto funesto. Una bolita arriba. El reino de los muertos, 3 días y 2 horas después.
Well, happy birthday to me, I guess.
Can I come in?
As if you wouldn't if I said no.
Is it a bad time?
Since you kidnapped me, it's always a bad time.
We have already discussed this countless times.
Yes, but you never listen.
I know today is a special day for you. I assume you and your mother celebrated your...
What do you care? You killed her.
I did not kill anyone, Prim. People manage that all on their own. I just hope their souls pass into the afterlife.
Then why can't I go see her?
We've already talked about this. Your mother has moved on, across the river, to Elysium. That is where my sphere of influence ends, and yours too. She is beyond our reach. So, I wanted you to have this. It's not wrapped like you might be used to, but it has been passed on in our family from generation to...
What am I supposed to do with a stupid pocket knife?
Well, for one, it's not a knife, it's a scythe.
Whatever. You're gone all day just to finally show up with a gift that's as useless as all the other trash you expect me to waste my time with.
I understand you are not in the mood for talking right now. I will return later. I'm late for work anyway.
Wait.
Yes?
I don't belong here.
All souls belong here, eventually. It is the natural order of things.
Oh, taking a girl hostage. Very natural.
You are not a hostage. I am your father. Now that your mother can no longer care for you, the duty has fallen to me, and I can only do it in my realm. I must not neglect my work.
But
Enough! My decision is final.
I had a life, and you stole it from me. I had a friend.
There are plenty of beings in my realm. I will allow you to meet them, so you can make new friends. But only once you stop your fruitless attempts to escape, of course.
You can wait for that till you drop dead.
Very funny.
There's nothing to do here. Do you expect me to sit around all day?
I knew I would not be able to spend much time with you. So, in anticipation of your arrival, I have gathered a wide array of playthings, reading material, and educational items for you. It is more than any child could want.
But I'm not a child. Can't you get that into your big, dumb, dead, hollow head? What would I do with a rocking horse?
It is a toy with an interesting history. The earliest examples can be traced back to the Middle Ages. The functionality is both simple and timeless. You climb into the saddle, and by shifting your weight back and forth, you...
It's useless. Talking to you is useless, Thanatos. You've been absent all my life. How do you have the right to decide for me now?
I had to go away to fulfill my duty here. Your mother understood this.
Don't act like you knew her.
But I did. After we ended our liaison...
Liaison? Oh, God, spare me the details. That's an image I don't want.
We agreed that you would remain with her in the land of the living, and I would return to my obligations. But now she is gone, and here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Can't I at least visit Tristan?
You absolutely cannot. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous? I can look after myself.
That is not what I mean.
So, what do you mean?
You might have changed.
Oh, you mean the hair? That's not bad, actually.
No, that is not it. Have you noticed any other changes in your body lately?
Ugh, Thanatos, gross!
I assume that is a no.
That is a mind your own damn business. Everything you say just sounds like a feeble excuse to me. You abandoned us. My whole life, I didn't have a father. And sometimes that sucked pretty hard. But all in all, I was okay. I had Mom. Do you know what's even worse than not having a father? Finding out you do have one, and he's a huge disappointment. And you can bet your oversized gothic bathrobe I'm gonna find a way to get back with or without your help.
You will address me with respect. If I had spoken to my father like this, he would have...
Oh, was your daddy mean to you? Is that how you got this way?
Enough! I tried my best to be nice to her, Morwen, just as I promised. And now see where it has gotten us. I knew it. The very idea of death having a child is absurd. I have more important things to do. I think it is best you stay safe in your room. You will not leave until I allow it.
Fine.
Fine.
If you want to buy my affections, you'll have to do much better than that. Wow. He really did lock the door from the outside. Oh, I have to find a way to get back home. But first, I need to get out of this room. What was that? get here?
Una araña.
What kind of beastie are you? Shy little fellow. Just wait. I'm gonna get you. My only way out. Thanatos locked it from the outside. Okay, worst present ever. I'll give you one more chance. Seems Thanatos brought a souvenir from one of his last reapings. I can't believe I'm doing this. Very oily. Samael the Red. Oh, I think he's famous for something they call
Balonfénitro.
basketball down here. Ugh, demons in shorts. You know, sitting for this portrait was one of the maybe 5 times I've seen Thanatos since I got here. Ugh, I hated every minute of it. The only good thing was that Thanatos' sister quierees was there too. Talking with her has been my one silver lining. What was Thanatos thinking? I'm much too old for rocking horses. And I don't fit into the saddle. Not that I tried. What now? That doesn't need to be oiled.
Es engrasar, vale.
This might work. Oh, but it's too high for me to reach it. This might be the only nice thing in here. Thanatos says the glowing thingies are called hotspots, whatever that means. There's some sticky, sweet-smelling goo at the bottom. It was probably used to attract the fireflies. I have no idea what to look up. No, I really can't move it. Thanatos would literally kill me if I scratched the floor. I mean, it's what he does all day long, so it's not like it would take much to drive him to do it. Other girls have walk-in closets. I've got a 2-story walk-on bookshelf. Hooray.
¿Qué dice el choche? ¿Has visto? Wow.
It won't move. Looks like the wheels are rusty. That should do the trick.
Bienvenidos, gente. Gracias por la radio, choche.
Okay, let's give this another try.
Es una aventura gráfica de las de toda la vida, pero
Well,
bastante
that
curiosa.
ectoplasm makes for one hell of a lubricant. I wanted to throw it over myself and pretend I was a ghost, but Thanatos said that would be cultural appropriation. This might work. I still can't reach it. I can't reach it from here. Nope.
¿Y te gustó?
I can't. If only I could. Good idea, but I'm afraid I'll fall off the shelf if I try it. Huh, it worked. Fly, little hotspots, your time in captivity is over.
Salió ayer.
Oh, they aren't leaving. They want to stay with me, their savior, so we can go on adventures together. Okay. But wait, I think one of them flew into my diary.
Anda. Vale.
Thanatos says that contrary to popular belief, Vampire X is the only thing that can keep vampires away, whereas garlic only drives away your loved ones. The tag says, warning, may irritate eyes. I guess lids in the realm of the dead are just as boring as the ones on Earth. It's open now. Ooh, there's some sticky, sweet-smelling goo on the bottom. The tag says, warning, may...
Vale.
Thanatos says it's a family heirloom. I say it's a back scratcher. It leads to Thanatos' study.
Llevo un rato, O sea, llevo 20 minutos. O sea, que estaba jugando normal, me ha parecido interesante y he empezado en directo. Al principio supuestamente muere tu madre y te vienes a buscar al... Estás en un desván y te viene tu padre, que es la muerte, a buscarte. No sé si es lo que se ve al principio.
Hey, the arm serves as an extension for the scythe. Now I only need something to use my new invention with.
Media horita de juego y streameando creo que llevo 7 minutos. O sea, quería probarla un poco porque quería jugar luego al Awakening, pero la verdad que me está pareciendo graciosa. He dicho, voy a hacerla en directo, que no la va a enseñar nadie. Para cortar el hilo de araña.
I hope this doesn't hurt too bad.
Quiero irritar los ojos y ahora puedo cortar.
Yes! Oh, just my luck, the skeleton arm broke. I'll get rid of it. Hey, stay there! And it's gone again. Just great. Not a bad idea, but it flees as soon as I get near it with the jar. Maybe I can set a trap? Why do I get the feeling it's making fun of me? I can't read.
No sé si ponemos aquí. La verdad que yo no soy muy aguililla,
Maybe if I place this
para
in
hacer aventuras
here.
gráficas. Siempre me quedo más atascado que...
Yes. I can't reach it.
¿Qué tal el Black Ops?
Let's put the lid back. Yes, gotcha. I won. Aw, don't cry. How about this? If I let you out of that jar, will you be a good demon creature and stay in my pocket? Okay, I trust you. Don't make me regret it. But you need a name. I think I will call you... Retina. She seems to like it.
Imagino que lo colaremos y
Okay, Retina. I have a
igual me abre
mission for you.
la puerta.
Can you squeeze through the crack and bring me the key to my door? Oh, good. You're so cute. Good luck.
¿Cuánto jugaste, Choche? ¿Mucho?
I should keep an eye on this eye.
I cannot work. I cannot even hold a single thought. Thank Hades, there is no ache a soothing pipe and a relaxing tune cannot cure.
The keys are hanging from Thanatos' belt.
La tocamos todo. Vale, perfecto.
One of the plants from Thanatos' study. One of the plants from One of the plants from... Hey, where are you going? Don't forget to bring me the keys. Don't leave me hanging.
Vamos a darle a la gárgola esta o algo, a un golpe. Toma, vale.
Quick, get out of there.
Huh?
Hemos roto la radio. No, no la hemos roto. Ah, coño, que podemos seguir ahora.
For an eye creature, you aren't very good at reading, are you?
La pipa.
Wait! You can't put those herbs in there! I mean, we don't even know what kind of plant that is. It could turn him into some kind of ugly skeleton monster. No, seriously, let's find out what these plants are before doing anything stupid.
Vale, pues hay había un libro de hierbas por ahí. En la mesita. Si no recuerdo mal.
Thanks, Rotina. So, how do I find out what kind of plants these are? Death Blooms, a
Pues la
most
muerte.
likely incomplete encyclopedia of dead and undead flora. Let's see if I can find my two planty friends in here. A magical identification key. Oh, well, that's what I call a coincidence.
Blanca, va a tirar flor, yo qué sé. Ya, tallo, no me he fijado.
This is it. It looks exactly like the white plant I found. White widow, also known as Hypno's finest, known for its narcotic effect, which is unfortunately so weak that it only kicks in when the subject is already very tired. Perfect. If it isn't the black plant my little friend gave me. Acheron swamp trumpet. Famous for amplifying the subject's perception of music, and therefore often used at the river spirits' wild parties. Acheron swamp trumpet. Famous for amplifying the subject's perception of music,
Me ha gustado, ¿qué?
and therefore often used at the river spirits' wild parties. It leads to Thanatos.
Que no sea muy continuista, ¿no? El Call of Duty. Imagino que lo probaré algún día, pero tengo bastantes indies para probar. Veremos a ver si funciona la blanca, pero
But don't overdose him. Put in just enough for one drag. That didn't do anything. I wonder why.
¿será como que mezclarla con algo o qué? Pues ¿esta qué pasa? Vamos a cambiar la música cachonda y vamos a poner la otra planta. A ver si se viene arriba. Y con el baile se le cae la llave. Ahora estará cansado y ahora le afectó la
That was unexpected.
blanca. Puto juego. Están de menos, hostia. Los 90 eran muy típicas de este tipo de aventuras gráficas. Allá cuando éramos jóvenes.
Sweet dreams.
Vamos a coger las llaves.
Finally, let's get out of here. What are you doing? You can't. Just great. Whoa, that feels weird.
You'll have to forgive her. She does that a lot.
Quierees, is that you?
Do you have any other aunts?
So, it was from you. The present with the eyeball thingy.
Did you think I'd forget my favorite niece's sweet 16?
You do know I'm your only niece, right?
You're the only one I remember, at least. But I'm not very good with these things. So, you're running away again.
Maybe. This is where you're going to tell me to stay, right?
Actually, no. I mean, of course I can't let you run away. I've kind of gotten used to seeing your grumpy little face around here. But I understand it's been a rough time for you. And you didn't even have a chance to say goodbye to... Oh, me and names. What's his name again?
Tristan.
Yes, Tristan. So I will grant you a visit.
A visit?
Yes. Go and find your friend. Tell him you're okay and tell him what's happened.
Mola mucho la demo.
Or tell him whatever version you think he'll be able to comprehend. Don't forget, you're not entirely human anymore. You might appear creepier to him than you think.
Okay, got it.
And afterward, come back. Come back to us and get to know your new home better.
But I seriously don't want to live with him. And if he's being honest, he doesn't want that either.
That's all you get for now, Casket Nail. Take it or leave it.
Fine.
Promise me you'll come back afterward.
I promise.
Just think of me as your dark fairy godmother, who's telling you to enjoy yourself at the prince's ball. But also to be back before the clock strikes 12. Or, in your case, before the effects of the herbs you gave your father wear off. But that's not the tricky part.
What is the tricky part?
You first need to find a way to open a portal to the land of the living.
Can't you just tell me how?
I'm afraid I can't. Only Thanatos knows how to travel between the worlds.
Ugh, shoot. So, how can we figure it out? Thanatos always comes in here and just disappears.
Well, since it happens in this room, that's the first clue, I guess. The answer is hidden somewhere in that stubborn, bony head of his. Wait, that's it!
What?
Your present, Prim. The eye. I totally forgot about it. It can show you things.
What things?
People's secrets. Or rather, their secrets in connection to objects around them. I like to call it spider vision. It's hard to explain. Just try it out and you'll see.
Okay.
Amigo, intenta incluírselo con un personaje.
I don't think Quierees has a secret worth discovering.
Para revelar los secretos de este personaje.
Whoa. This secret is strong. So strong that I think it wants to take shape.
Sabemos.
The portal is open when a certain record is played. But which one? Let's see what we have here.
Hace de peset. Mi comida. Rolling Bones. Claro, hay que saber cuál usar, claro.
My little friend says no.
Podemos poner a CC como suele haber.
It's a framed and signed vinyl of a band called The Afterlives. There's also an info text from their record label, Bloody Sticks Records. We enhance our vinyls with additional sensory stimulants, creating music you can feel, smell, or taste. That's the door to Curie's room. She values her privacy a lot, and even whereas he comes and goes into my room as he pleases, without knocking.
El libro que es.
To do, get a new needle. The current one is making the gateway increasingly unstable. There's no time to stroll around. I need to find a way to open the portal before Thanatos wakes up. Quierees, I think I need your help.
Sure, I'll see what I can do.
Sometimes I can't believe you're Thanatos' sister.
When I was your age, I said the exact same thing.
Aren't you tired of fighting with him over basically everything? I mean, he doesn't let you help with anything.
You know, our father raised Thanatos to be the lone wolf he is today. One that doesn't need help from anybody, let alone his forgetful little sister. But I refuse to give up on him. He's my brother, after all.
Why are you so forgetful?
It's a sad story. I wish I could forget that. When we were children, Thanatos and I loved to play by the river. And sometimes, if we were very lucky, Charon, the ferryman, took us with him in his boat. One day, our father gifted my brother this beautiful Swiss pocket scythe. It was his way of saying he wanted him to take over the family business. I was so jealous. I tried to take it from him many times. Later that day, we were on Charon's boat again, and when Thanatos wasn't looking, I snatched the scythe from him. He saw me, of course, and tried to take it back. And as we fought, I fell into the river. The problem is that drinking from the sticks makes you forget everything. Before my brother pulled me back onto the boat, I'd taken a sizable gulp. Not enough to erase my memory entirely, but enough to turn my short-term memory into the sieve it is today. And ever since then, you know, I've been this way. And I try to live with it.
Wow. That really is a sad story. I just can't find a way to open the portal.
This room is where Thanatos starts his reaping work, so the thing that opens the portal must be somewhere in here. Just keep looking, and you're sure to find something. Spider vision might help.
Okay, thanks. Okay, gotta run.
I'll be here if you need me.
Lo que no entiendo.
No. Got it. Sleeping, a death-bringing, soul-reaping baby. It's the Undertaker hit mix. A record. It's the Undertaker. I'll take the other record and put back the one I have.
Hay que buscar el correcto. No vale cualquiera.
Not the slightest trace of an interesting secret here. I don't sense... Nope. I see the very unspectacular memory of Thanatos writing this note probably a few days ago.
CDCS. That is black. Sí, es buenísimo. The rest of after death. ¿Qué es este de aquí?
It's a framed and signed vinyl of a band called The
La Tumba.
Afterlives. There's also an info text from their record label, Bloody Sticks Records. We enhance our vinyls with additional sensory stimulants,
Un disco
creating
de la
music
discográfica
you
Bloody
can
Six, ¿no?
feel.
Tiene toda la pinta. Bloody, esto puede ser. Comenta y Bloody, sí.
I'm going to keep the record I've
Vamos a hacer
already
este.
picked up. It's Dad in Black by AC/DC.
No sabe nada. Suena bien, pero no sabe nada.
Nothing. Must be the wrong record.
Vaya F.
It's a framed and signed vinyl of a band called The Afterlives. There's also an info text from their record label, Bloody Sticks Records. We enhance our vinyls with additional sensory stimulants, creating music you can feel, smell, or taste. Nope. My little spider friend is not interested. No. These
Yeah.
two don't fit. These two don't fit. The birthday present Thanatos got me. Not a good idea. Not the slightest trace of an interesting secret here. There seems to be nothing to uncover. Wait, did he just smell that record?
¿Cuál es, tío?
I'll take the other record and put back the one I have.
Hay que hacer algo. Choche, das.
It's the Undertaker hit mix.
We say goodbye. We say goodbye. We say goodbye. Bye bye. We say goodbye. We say goodbye. We say goodbye. Bye bye.
Es este puto
Nothing.
disco.
Must be the wrong
Tengo que
record.
abrirlo. Selfie, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos?
It's a framed and signed vinyl of a band called The Afterlives. There's also an info text from their record label, Bloody Sticks Records. We enhance our vinyls with additional sensory stimulants, creating music you can feel, smell, or taste.
Pues me he ido con un disco para abrir un portal. Tengo claro que tiene un disco que huele, pero no
There's
me...
no need for an eyeball with spider leg. I don't sense a secret here.
Pero es que no sé con qué más interactuar, macho.
There seems to be nothing to uncover. I think it's broke.
Es lo que me pasa con
That's
todas las
the
aventuras
Gordon
gráficas.
Fury's room. She values her privacy a lot, and even Thanatos where with
Me quedo más atascado que...
sleeping like a baby. A death-bringing There's no need for an eye.
Bloody Stick Records.
I'll take the other record and put back the one I have.
Este sí. Este tiene que ser. La discográfica que es de arriba.
It's the greatest hits album of Joe Stygian?
Debería ser este.
Hey, it really smells. It worked. There's the
Está. Pero no había leído bien eso. Está muy bien, ¿eh?
What does this work? Close your eyes and think of your destination.
Está muy bien. La verdad es una aventura gráfica, está bastante graciosilla.
And don't forget.
I know. It's
Y la historia es interesante.
Actually, I was going to say, don't forget to have fun. It's your birthday.
Porque el que está ahí muerto es tu padre. Bueno, dormido. Y es la muerte.
Thank you. No problem. Now go.
Ya te vi
before I
ayer.
change my mind.
Bueno, lo tengo que pensar ese.
Home
El que está, tengo tantos juegos, tío.
is where Tristan.
Demasiados juegos, tío. Ahí el Awakening también estuve jugando, está chulo.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, Lachesis, don't get sentimental.
Just leave me be, Clotho.
Atropos offered to show her sisters what happened next.
Wait, not yet. First, I want to know what happened to the boy after Death took Prim away.
After Tristan returned
Está
from
guay el
the
gestal.
attic and found that Prim was gone, he raised the alarm, and the whole town started searching for the missing girl. The search went on for days. They left no stone unturned in the hope that Prim could be found at last. But eventually, finding not even a trace of her, they gave up.
All of them?
No. Tristan refused to give up hope. He kept on searching in the strangest places.
O sea, el Sonic, que también lo enviaron, que está chulo.
Watch your steps on that edge right there. It's a pretty steep drop.
Sonic, un remaster del Sonic, el de Porco Spin de Sega.
Have they heard anything about Prim at the orphanage?
Creo que soy 25 cuando salió.
No,
De hecho, ha salido ya, yo creo.
I'm not really
En el canal ya
certain
se lo ha
that she did
publicado.
up there, though.
Oh, don't worry, Tristan. We'll keep on searching until we find her.
Yeah.
Me enviaron un correo diciendo que le gustaba mi canal y que me enviaba una clave.
I still don't understand why I had to wait down here.
Seriously, Dad? You would have just tried to wow the kids with your silly tricks again. And I would have begged them.
Bueno, está bien. El Prim también me lo enviaron ayer.
Silly
Me llegó un correo,
tricks.
toma.
I beg your pardon, young man.
Dad, you're a math teacher. That's already bad enough. But why do you want to be a carny too? It's so humiliating.
Carney? I am a
te mago.
mathematician, Tristan.
A math magician? What's that supposed to be anyway?
Weren't you listening the last time I told you?
Oh no. Why did I even ask?
Mathemagic, Tristan, is probably the most ancient form of
Sí, pues será
sorcery
muy bueno,
there
pero
is.
no, los números no dicen lo mismo, es el fin.
Euclid, they all possess the power to weave enchantments with their theorems. The harmony of numbers, the elegance of geometric proportions, and the ethereal music of the cosmos were all at their fingertips. And now, it is up to me and my esteemed colleagues to follow in their majestic footsteps. In comparison to conventional illusionists, we may not be many, but we are a guild. You can definitely...
Don't say it. Please don't say it.
Count on!
Puto chiste.
Oh boy. Can we just go, Dad? That old donkey of yours has already slowed us down enough.
Sure thing. These woods are pretty deep. Luckily, we have a map. But first, let me show you the trick I was practicing while you were gone.
Fine.
Oh, I knew you'd be as excited as I am. Would you mind holding this firecracker for a second?
Dad?
How many times have I told you, son? Call me Mr. Calculo when we're on stage together.
I'm not sure if this is a good idea.
Now, where is that cursed protractor?
Dad?
Oh, it's got to be here somewhere.
Is this thing supposed to burn down so quickly?
Tristan, there's nothing to be afraid of. The trick is perfectly safe as long as you don't...
Adiós, burro.
The firecracker! That was our only map.
And our only donkey, I suppose. Sorry.
It'd take weeks to get through these woods without a map. What about poor Rainbow? She gets anxious when she's alone.
What do we do now? With no map and no donkey?
Well, we'll need to get a new map somewhere. And we'll need to find Rainbow. Make her come back.
A map and a donkey. Got it. Dad, don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Are you sure, son?
Why shouldn't I?
Well, I mean, Tristan, you tend to be a little... clumsy sometimes.
I know. But trust me on this one, Dad. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Please?
Fine. But let me know if you need any help, okay?
I will. Liking hiking. The most enjoyable hiking trails of Friendleton County. I wonder if this could serve as a substitute for our old map. But it's behind this glass pane. Dear visitor, you are currently admiring Cliff,
Vale, tenemos el
named
mapa
after
ahí.
the famous witch hunter general Matthew Cliff, who used to perform witch trials here. The alleged witches were pushed off the cliff. If they floated up to the sky, instead of falling into the abyss, their guilt was considered proven. Every other Thursday, the Friendleton Historic Society hosts a reenactment of these events. Bring your mothers-in-law. Hey, it sounds like there's money in here. Nope, it was just a metal button. According to the inscription, it was made at the... What a weird name. Imagine being taken to school in this. This is so embarrassing. Why can't Dad have a normal midlife crisis, like everybody else? This is so... Why can't Dad have a normal midlife crisis? Imagine being taken to school in this. I've plastered these posters everywhere, but it's been totally useless. Nobody has seen Prim since she vanished. There you are, old girl. Here, donkey, donkey, donkey. Nothing. I'll have to find another way to lure her out. How can I make her come out?
Que salgas de ahí. Vamos a ver.
Well, she seems hungry. What am I doing wrong? Quite interesting headgear for a donkey. But this is one of those not with my bare hand situations. Prim hated the thought of ending up in a place like that. I hope she's okay, wherever she is. It won't move. This screw seems to be stuck.
What can I do for you, son?
Are you mad at me?
No, son. I should have known better. Maybe the trick just doesn't compute.
It was my fault, Dad. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think I can lure Rainbow out of the bushes with the berries, but she seems to be very choosy about them.
That's my girl, a real diva. Rainbow loves berries, but it's all about feeding them to her in the right order.
Can't you just tell me the right order then?
You see, that's the problem. I always forget it. So, I made myself a reminder.
So what is the reminder?
Yes, well, that's the next problem. I also forgot what the reminder was. I should have made a reminder for that too.
Now, Dad.
Padre, vamos allá, vamos.
And you really don't have a clue where you hit the correct order to feed the berries to Rainbow?
Keep your hat on, son. I'm sure you'll eventually solve this equation.
See you in a minute, Dad.
Don't go too far.
I won't. This is so embarrassing. Why can't Dad have a normal...
Y supuestamente... Ah, no tenemos que...
No way I'm going in there alone. These woods are huge!
No podemos
And
tener-
I have dendrophobia. The wallet is empty now. According to the inscription, what a weird name.
¿Qué es lo que supuestamente tenemos que
This is so
resolver?
embarrassing. Why can't Dad have a normal midlife crisis like everybody else?
oye bien. Mira, aquí hay otro. Vamos a ver.
I've plastered these posters everywhere, but it's been totally useless. Nobody has seen Prim since she vanished. Hmm. It's quite dirty, even by cleaning rag Ugh! I'm not entirely sure why I did that.
Me neither. Especially when you consider quite how many perfectly clean rain puddles there are all around here.
Pues no más. ¿Para qué un trapo húmedo?
Someone once said that when you look into the abyss also looks into you.
¿Para qué queremos todo esto? Un trapo húmedo, frutos.
If I were me, I wouldn't. Hang on. I am me. The thought alone makes me uncomfortable. The thought alone. I really don't want to. If I were me, I wouldn't. Hang on. I am me.
What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about Rainbow?
My good old donkey. I'm amazed she can still pull the caravan all by herself. Never skipped leg day, not once in her life. Also, she's on a pretty strict diet. All self-imposed, not my idea. When it comes to food, the old lady's pretty picky, to be honest. But don't tell her I said that.
Ah, don't worry. Your weird donkey secrets are safe with me. And you really don't have...
Keep your hat on, son. I'm sure you'll eventually solve this equation.
See you in a minute, Dad.
Don't go too...
I will...
Ahí está el sombrero, pero ¿cómo? ¿Qué con el trapo?
The thought alone makes me uncomfortable. The thought alone makes... Quite interesting headgear for a donkey.
Ya no lo veo, tío.
But this is one of those not with my bare hands situations. I really don't want... No. If I... hang on. I am me.
Hostia, es que no hay mucha cosa, tío. Para interactuar, los tornillos que hay que quitar. Porque aquí está el mapa. Y luego estas tres movidas que no sé cómo...
This is so... Why can't Dad have a normal...
What can I do? We need a new... And we need to get poor...
What?
My good old dog. Never skipped leg day. Also, she's on a pretty strict diet. When it comes to food, the old lady's pretty picky, to be honest. But
Ah, don't worry. Your weird don't.
Espera.
See you.
Don't go.
I won't.
Hay 5 rayas en el sombrero y hay 5 colores. Vamos a ver. Es la primera, tío. Tengo mis dudas. El blanco es el segundo. Este es el cuarto, pero los otros 3, la vaya he variado. Ha puesto otros colorines, ¿no? Frutos grises. Gris oscuro. Gris claro.
There you go. Good girl.
Gris oscuro. Vale. Bueno, parece que lo tenemos, ¿no?
Rainbow, darling, she came back at last. Oh, son, you've done it. Now we only need a new map.
If I were me. Hang on. I am me. According to the. What a weird. Ugh. Ugh.
No tengo muy claro del mapa. Para nada. Nada malo. Nada claro del mapa.
Imagine being taken to school in this. This feels wrong. If I were me, I am me.
Veo la relación, tío, entre el botón, el trapo húmedo y esto.
One of the screws that are holding the glass pane in place. But by hand, it's absolutely unscrewable.
Aflojará un poco.
Due to the goo, unscrewing this bad boy just got a lot easier.
Es lubricante como el anterior.
One of the screws that are holding the glass pane in place. But by hand, it's absolutely unscrewable. Maybe I already have
El botón
that
funcionará
could
igual.
solve that problem. That time it worked.
Yo juraría que había probado.
That did the trick.
Ya está.
The perfect crime.
Ups. Un mapa.
I got a new
Habemos
map.
mapa.
Great, son. You're a capable young man, Tristan. I should trust you more. Forgive me.
It's okay, Dad. Don't get emotional.
Emotional? Me? Never.
And Dad,
Yes, son?
thank you for doing this with me. Driving from place to place, looking for my friend.
It means the world to you, so of course I'll help you. Because you mean the world to me. So, it appears all our variables are properly aligned. Ready to go, Tristan?
Yes. Just a moment, please.
Take your time.
Prim, wherever you are, we will find you. But we need your help. If only you could give us a sign.
I'm back. I never thought I'd be so happy to breathe our boring, regular air. Okay, now I need to find Tristan. Together we'll find a place to hide, so I never have to go back there again. Promise or no promise? Whew. Tristan!
Huh? Who are you?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Prim.
But you don't look like her.
What? Oh, yeah, right. Long story, actually.
Don't come any closer.
Son, what's going on?
I said stay back!
But, Tristan, it really is me.
Am I hallucinating? Oh my god, am I going crazy?
Se va a caer por el abismo.
Stay where you are!
Tristan, watch out behind you, the abyss!
Se va a caer por el abismo.
Take my hand! Come on, Tristan! Don't let go! I got you. Always.
It really is you.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Prim, you're back.
As they hugged, the two friends forgot about the world around them. For all that mattered was that they were together again. They were home.
Technically, our story could be over now.
Unfortunately, it was not that kind of story.
Wait, what's the matter?
Something's happening to me. Prim?
Tristan? No. No. This can't be real.
Are you? Death?
What? No! I didn't. I just...
You killed him! Oh, help! Somebody help me!
Wait! I can't explain. Whoa.
Right on time, Cinderella. What's the matter?
I didn't mean to. I just touched him.
Calm down, love. Tell me what happened.
Tristan, I found him, but he was about to fall. I wanted to save him, so I reached out my hand, and I think my touch killed him.
Es un remake.
Oh, Prim.
No, I don't want to hurt you.
I'm sure you
Sí, que está muy bien.
Whatever it is.
Son dos juegos. Sí, luego el Shadow. A mí me gustó más el Shadow.
What happened to me?
Oh, stupid, forgetful me. I should have anticipated this. Coming here must have awakened abilities you inherited from your father.
So I am a monster?
Oh, darling.
I can't lose Tristan too.
Don't cry. It's not your fault. And with practice, you'll surely be able to control your power.
What does it matter? He's dead, and Thanatos will kill me.
He'll punish both of us, actually. Hold on. Just hold on a minute. What if we could save your friend?
What are you talking about?
In theory, it's possible. I've read about it, and I remember this time for a change. It's called the Orpheus Method, but we have to act quickly. Your friend's soul hasn't completely connected to the realm of the dead yet, but soon, bringing him back to life would be impossible. To perform the Orpheus Method, we need 3 things. First, you have to find Tristan's soul. He probably couldn't pay for the ferry to Elysium, so his soul should be floating in the river Styx. Go to the harbor and ask the ferryman to take you on the river. Second, we need Tristan's life thread.
A life thread?
Yes, every living being has one. You'll find them at the Morai's place. They are the goddesses of fate, responsible for spinning, measuring, and cutting the threads.
But how will I recognize Tristan's thread among so many?
It will be torn, not cut, since his death wasn't natural. So I assume it will look different from the others.
And what's the third thing?
Third, we need something from the one creature that holds the secret of rebirth.
You mean
A phoenix. Exactly. We'll need one of its feathers. It lives in the Forbidden Forest. Here, take this map.
Thank you. But what will we tell the old man?
Oh, we won't tell him anything. Trust me, he's obsessed with his responsibility to protect the balance of life and death. He'd do anything to stop us. Not a word to your father, okay?
Okay.
It's probably best if you tell him you've had a change of heart about staying here and getting to know the realm. Or even better, make him think it was all his idea. He loves that. He'll be thrilled to send you off exploring the realm, and you can collect everything we need. Don't worry, I'll stay here and make sure he's distracted. There's only one more problem.
Another one?
Yes. We'll need to get into my lab to carry out the Orpheus method. It's in a room I rented at the Misty Moira Tavern, where the Fates live.
So?
I might have forgotten to pay the rent once or twice or 12 times.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm afraid I'm not allowed into my lab anymore. The Fates took away my key. Do you think you can help me with that too? Getting my key back?
Don't worry. I'll figure something out.
Thank you, Prim.
Okay, let's sum it up. I need to get the key to your lab. And I'll have to find Tristan's soul, his life thread, and a phoenix feather so we can do this Orpheus thing.
Exactly.
Hold on, Tristan. I'll save your soul.
An afternoon nap? How very unusual. My duty! The souls! What if...
Don't worry. I kept an eye on things while you were sleeping. You're getting old, big brother.
I am not getting old. The concept of time holds no importance for quierees. You let her out of her room?
I did. Thanatos, it's Prim's birthday, remember? And I'm sure she'd love to spend it without being caged like Typhon.
Oh, she would not have it any other way. I tried to meet her halfway, but she...
She's 16. Not living up to her father's expectations is basically her job.
Eso me suena.
You are exceeding your authority. Know your place, sister.
I wouldn't dare. I just want to help. Remember, I was a teenage daughter once too, and you know what father was like.
Ugh. You are free, child. For now. And I'm sorry. I should not have locked you up on your birthday.
Or on any other day.
Wait. What is that thing in your skull, child?
Oh, that was my birthday present to her. Cute, isn't it?
I do not.
Prim, wouldn't you like to tell your father what you told me?
That I'd rather...
Darling, remember? You told me you wanted to learn more about the realm of the dead, but you just didn't know how.
Is that true?
I think so. For example... How can you visit all the people who die? I mean, that sounds absolutely impossible.
I do not visit all of them. Most find the path on their own. Only a small number require special care.
Why are there bones printed on your robe? Doesn't that look like, you know, like you're naked?
I am an almost all-knowing, almighty being. Are you sure this is the kind of question you would like to ask me?
No? No. Do you people down here ever have any fun?
What a strange thing to ask. We underworldlings find pleasure in numerous activities. First and foremost, in a good old-fashioned round of cards.
Cards? Really?
Oh, not just any cards. Here in the realm of the dead, we collect basketball playing cards. Just keep your eyes open. Owing to my subject's tendency toward untidiness, cards can be found lying around everywhere. Once you have a deck of 8 cards, you can challenge other players.
Okay, that was actually much more information than I wanted to know.
Here, take this card box, and your very first card.
Alice.
What else do you wish to learn?
Oh, brother, you of all people know there are things you can't learn by studying. You have to experience them.
I have a solution. My daughter, I will allow you, within strict limitations, to wander and explore the realm as you please. Get to know the customs of your new home and learn to fit in here. And do not even think of running away. I will be keeping an eye on you, young lady.
Young lady. Ugh. Up your bony old...
Good, good. Off you go, girl, before he changes his mind again.
So, you bought her a pet.
So many tragedies. So much death. I thought this would be a story about hope.
There was always hope. It was the very core of any being's existence. Spare me your pseudo-philosophical explanations, sister. Can we go now? We have more important things to do. Yes, Death's daughter would cross our path soon anyway.
Good luck, little flower.
El ritual espiritual. Tenemos una carta de atrás.
So, this is it. The realm of the dead. In all its questionable glory.
You should have asked my permission before giving her that abomination.
Come on, brother. She really needed a friend.
What she needs is my business, quierees.
Ugh, you sound just like father.
Can I have that basketball card over there?
Can you have it what?
Can I have it, please?
You can,
Great!
if you win it.
What?
Defeat me in a game of basketball cards, and it shall be yours. Have you collected at least 8 cards? You need them for a competitive deck, you know.
Pues nada, todavía no
No,
vamos a jugar.
not yet.
Do not fret. They can be found all across the realm. Come back when you have them.
Hala, vámonos.
Ooh, let's see what Thanatos is reading here. I'd bet on the Encyclopedia of Disastrous Parenting Daughter Edition. Oh, it's the Book of the Dead. Very ominous. Featuring detailed descriptions of every known local species, this book will take you on a fascinating tour of the biodiversity of the underworld.
Edición de patrocinadores, incluye artículos en inglés y alemán. Cerbero. Inamovible. Centinela inframundo. Antaño guardián del reino de los muertos, ahora es el devoto compañero de Hades y Perséfone. Un dato poco conocido sobre él. Siente predilección por el dulce sabor de las granadas. Aunque posee un aspecto imponente, Cerbero es una criatura fiel, con una dedicación inquebrantable que vela por la seguridad del inframundo junto a sus amos divinos. Solo hay uno que se ha traducido, además. Joder, sí que hay luciérnagas, criaturas inmundas, una mística. Estos seres encantados se acumulan objetos de gran relevancia y evitan la luz hechizante. Estas maestras de la invisibilidad se mimetizan en el entorno y se mezclan con las sombras. Vale. Necropollo, este necropollo es una extraordinaria criatura muerta que desafía el límite entre la vida y la muerte. Aunque su corazón ya no late, esta reina espectral conserva un instinto maternal imperecedero y protege ferozmente a su amada prole. Cuidado con su carácter agresivo, pues desata su ira contra cualquiera que se atreva a aproximarse a su preciada par. Es una vida fascinante con una mística desde su humilde nacimiento como un polluelo con pelo. Pero si ya madura hasta convertirse en una deslumbrante adulto con plumas llamativas. Esta extraordinaria criatura que irradia sabiduría y silencia simboliza el poder transformador del renacimiento, ya que resurge de las cenizas de su muerte. Y no se gana nunca, veo, hostias. Conozca el terrorífico mundo del castor zombie, una horripilante criatura que acecha en las riberas de los ríos y nuestras pesadillas. Esta abominación impía, una retorcida mezcla entre castor y criatura no muerta, construye presas con un toque espeluznante. En vez de ramas y troncos utiliza restos de cadáveres humanos. Una grotesca muestra de su insaciable hambre de carne. Ya está, ¿no? Madre mía.
Yet another of Thanatos' fruitless attempts at wildly guessing what teenagers are into. I've never tried it, but I could swear I heard the old man giving it a shot when he thought I was sleeping. I still hear it rattling in my ears. Quierees told me its name. I think it was Styx. It's where the souls that can't bathe. I should get closer. Is somebody down there singing? Hello?
Hello?
That was strange. Hey, you little vampires! I sense an overwhelming loneliness in her black, expressionless eyes. My little friend says no. I don't think there's anything special about it.
¿Podemos ir?
Thanatos made sure I couldn't escape through my window, which I might have tried once or twice, by literally putting a bottomless...
¿Por aquí? Vale, esto es el pozo, casa de los móviles. Vale, que se trata de el pozo, pero sin decir esto, ¿no? Hostia, ese es este tipo de ver ahí.
No, that's not it.
maybe like this. No!
I like your music. I said I like your music. It's beautiful.
What do you know? It's worthless.
Sorry.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to be rude.
It's okay. Rude is my middle name. The first one's Prim, by the way.
Prim? So it is true. Thanatos brought his baby girl home.
Hey, I'm not a baby.
You were the last time we heard about you. Sorry about your mother.
Thank you.
But it's good to have you here now. I'm Echo.
Please don't get me wrong, but why are you half chicken?
Chicken? Pardon-moi, Miss Reaper. I am a siren.
But aren't sirens like mermaids?
A common misconception. We are bird people.
Oh, interesting. If you're a siren, shouldn't you be luring sailors to their death or something?
Well, I guess I'm just not cut out for the whole evil seducer thing. I mean, I can't even convince anyone to change their mind with my music.
You know you have a hole in your chest, right?
Of course.
But where is your...
My heart, the very seat of my being, the pulsing center of my essence, has been severed from my breast and tenderly bestowed upon the object of my affection. I cut it out myself, okay? And gave it to Lackey Love 3 as a token of my eternal admiration.
You what? Don't you think that's a little dramatic?
You can never be too dramatic where love is concerned, Prim. Emotions demand drama. They are drama.
And who is this Lackey Love?
3. Her name is Lackey Love 3. Or at least that's the name of her avatar in Game of Gnomes Online. I later found out that her real name is Lachesis. And she lives in that house over there.
So why are you here playing these sad songs? Go inside and see Lachesis.
If only it were that easy.
It is. Just a few steps and you're...
You don't understand. It's her sisters. Lackey is a Moira, you know, a fate. And the 3 of them are pretty close. The first time I went to visit Lackey Love 3, I was nervous. Her sisters woke from their sleep and I just started saying all these stupid things. I have a tendency to babble and spew all kinds of nonsense when I get nervous, you know. So I thought if I gave her my heart, that might help soften theirs. But no.
Well, that sounds bad. So what's the plan? There must be a way to win them over.
Well, as you can see, I'm trying to go with the obvious choice. As a siren, I should be able to make people change their minds with my music. I just don't know what to sing about.
Well, I can't speak for anybody else, but if I were Lackey Sisters, I'd be impressed to see you trying to get to know the family.
I'm desperate. I'll try anything.
So, what do you know about them?
I think they all have a favorite place. I mean, who doesn't have a favorite place, right?
Sure, why not? What are their favorite places?
I have no idea.
Oh.
And they own a tavern, right? So they probably have favorite drinks. It might also be useful to know about their allergies. I mean, the way to the heart is through the stomach, right?
If you don't cut it out, that is.
That's not helping, Ms. Reaper. And they have pets! But I don't know whose pet is whose.
Places, drinks, allergies, and pets. You know what? I'll see what I can find out for you, and then you can sing about it for them. Your song will be super compelling.
You do that? Oh, thank you. Let me know when you're ready to help me compose it.
Oh, what a cute little fellow.
Pardonnez-moi. This is an official Game of Gnomes gnome, and he's neither cute nor little. He's just about right, with his white hat and his pug nose.
Mom, carved our initials in a tree once. I thought it was cheesy then. Now I'd love to see that.
¿Qué nos han dado? Esa que se daba algo, ¿no?
Hi, Echo.
Hi, Prim.
About our...
Yes?
Let's try singing our song.
Have you been able to find out anything about their pets yet?
Not...
What about their favorite places?
Nope.
Their favorite drinks?
No, I don't have the...
And their allergies?
Well...
It only makes sense to sing our song if we know at least one thing from each...
Okay. Let's talk.
Sure.
Hey!
A chessboard?
What's a game of...
It's the leisure time activity down here. Forget about that cheap basketball claptrap. GOG is much more complex, lore-intensive, and demanding.
Is it also fun?
If that's important to you, I guess so.
You met Lachesis playing this game?
Yes. My dear Lackey Love 3 she's got a bigger game board in her garden over there. We play via online gnoming every night. And there's even a chat.
You mean you shout back and forth over that fence the whole time?
Yes?
How romantic. How does the game work?
Oh, it would take forever to explain all the advanced rules to you. Fortunately, Game of Gnomes is hard to master, but easy to learn. The basic premise is that one player is the hunter and the other is the hunted. The hunted needs to get to the goal field to win, taking one step in any direction each turn. The hunter can take 2 steps per turn, but only vertically or horizontally. It's the hunter's goal to catch the hunted before they reach the goal field.
But what about
The gnomes? Good question. That's where it gets interesting. Without gnomes, it's practically impossible for the hunted to win. Even with one gnome, it's tough. So you can place up to 2 gnomes on the board to block the hunter's path. The hunted must also move 1 gnome each turn. Got it?
I think so? What is online gnoming?
Thanks to your Aunt Quierees, who developed the technology, my tiny GOG board is connected to Lackey's bigger one through these wires. So, even though we're not in the same place, we can play together.
But she's just over that fence there.
Right! Amazing, isn't it?
Totally. And how does playing together work?
Let's say I place a gnome on my board. A bigger version of the exact same gnome appears in Lackey's garden.
Okay, that is cool. Actually, bye, Echo.
Au revoir, young Miss Reaper.
Vamos a ver qué hay por aquí.
Past, present, and future come together in a cozy atmosphere. I never understood why people put these in their yards. I'm gonna rid the yard of the sight of this creature, just because I can. It's full of white paint. Oh, just great. It's empty and it's full of holes. White paint. Another warning sign. Caution, hazardous materials. Oh, it's only the tavern's menu. Parents are liable. Thanatos would be really livid if I... Looks like something's under construction. I wonder what it'll be. The Misty Moira Tavern. No vacancy.
I love that you're having fun with our doorbell, darling, but that noise is totally throwing off my
Es el timbre.
The screaming! It is much too loud!
I can't hear you! The screaming is much too loud! I should really do something about that noise!
Hey!
Hey, he tried to bite me! Surely it happen a second time, right? Ouch! There must be a better way to silence him.
Hostia, qué dolor, ¿no? Va a estar todo el rato así.
Let's see if this will calm him down.
Qué puto juego.
Quiet as the grave.
Ah, much better. May the universe reward you for your bravery, my child.
Do you mind if I take it?
Feel free as a bird, darling. I never liked him much anyway. I've heard that before he was turned into a shrunken head, he used to be a famous singer or something like that. But those days are long gone. Now he's only known for this constant, horrible screaming.
Bueno, tenemos una hermosa cabeza parlante.
Namaste, young soul.
Namas what?
Yeah, exactly. Challenge the norms and find your own truth. You go, girl.
I'm afraid this is going to be the weird kind of conversation. Who are you?
Oh, I have many names. I'm the allotter, the present, the here and now. I'm a Moira, a daughter, a lover, and, first and foremost, a sister. I'm Lachesis, but my friends call me Lackey.
So, everybody calls you Lachesis?
You're a bit of a firecracker. I like that. And the resemblance is undeniable. It's clear as night you're his daughter. A chip off the old block.
What? I look exactly like my mother.
If you say so, Princess of Death.
I prefer Prim, if you don't mind.
Prim it is, then. My sisters and I welcome you.
Kiri sent me. She needs access to her lab.
As much as I'd love to help you there, sweetie, I'm afraid this door will stay shut. Sorry. We gave your aunt plenty of reminders, but she still forgot the rent anyway.
Oh, are you sure you won't let us into Kiri's lab?
Sorry, Moon Pie. No.
You don't happen to know where the cut life threads are stored, do you?
Not a clue, little bird. You should ask Atropos, my older sister. She's the one who cuts them. So she must dispose of them afterward, I guess.
Okay, where can I find her?
Oh, she's asleep. Just like my other sister, Clotho.
Upstairs?
No,
So, where are they?
right here. You just need to wake them up.
That's an odd thing to say. What's a Moira?
We're the goddesses of fate, Prim. All three of us. We spin, measure, and finally cut the human's life threads.
And what's your job?
I'm the allotter. I take the measurements.
Oh, then you must have...
Oh, sweetheart. Yes, I measured out your mother's life thread too. Poor thing. I'm sorry, love.
Did you decide how long it would be?
No. No. We don't decide anything. Fate does. And we're just Fate's humble servants. It's executive committee, if you will. You must miss her terribly.
Can we change the subject, please?
Sure.
What kind of place is this?
You're in the Misty Moira, the underworld's only guest house. Except for that shabby old drinking hole in Asphodel Meadows. Rumour has it that Minotaur droppings were found in their kitchen. Unfortunately, I regret to inform you that not only is our only room taken, it has also been declared a prohibited area. Anyway, we're currently preparing a major new attraction outside. Trust me, if all goes as planned, the 5-skull ratings are going to be flooding in.
I think you have a not-so-secret admirer.
Oh, you've met Echo? Isn't he cute?
Wait, is that his?
His heart. He gifted it to me as a token of his affection.
I still don't see how self-mutilation is romantic.
You will someday, sunshine. Ah, the roller coaster ride that is forbidden love.
Oh yeah, your sisters don't like him, do they?
No, dear. They don't approve of our relationship. And since us girls are so close, it makes things rather difficult.
That must be hard.
Oh, you have no idea.
What if I helped Echo convince your sisters you two are made for each other? Would you give me the key to my aunt's lap then?
Let me tell you, if you did that, love, I'd bend and break every rule in the world for you. Just don't tell your father, okay? It seems quite important to him that we teach your aunt a lesson about her constant forgetfulness.
No problem. I'm an expert in not telling him things. Lackey, can you tell me anything about you or your sisters? Like, what's your favorite?
Sorry, darling. I'm trying to distance myself from all forms of self-presentation and instead fully embrace becoming one with the universe. Plus, I really don't want to talk badly about other people, so I prefer to say nothing about my sisters. Except for this. They are heartless monsters that want to destroy my life and ruin everything I've ever dreamed of. Also, they constantly make fun of my spelling.
Okay. What was that about your spelling?
Clotho and Atropos always mock me because of it. Okay, I might make tiny orthographic mistakes once or twice per word. But who doesn't, right?
You were right. Your sisters are monsters. I think I'm needed elsewhere.
May your journey be filled.
For us humans, these threads determine how long we get to be alive. And here, they just lie around on a makeshift bar. The afterlife is strange. None of them looks torn or broken. Tristan's must be somewhere else. People down here really have a strange taste. Well, it's not a Prim flap.
Remember our deal, darling? You get me a date with Echo.
Don't worry, I won't prick myself on the spindle and sleep for 100 years. It's a poster about how to improve a room's feng shui. It's also full of spelling mistakes. But who am I to judge? It's surely only practicing its backstroke, right? It's surely only practicing its backstroke, right?
¿Qué significa?
I find your fishy quiet confusing. 3 very weird alarm clocks. One has scissors for hands. Another one resembles a spinning wheel, I guess. And the last one, is that measuring tape? I'll take them all. If I'm going to commit burglary, I'll do it right. Inside the drawer, there are anti-allergy sprays with garlic cloves printed on them. Inside the drawer, there
puede
are
ser
anti-allergy.
Sí, que tiene cinturón, tío. Hay pistas. Bueno, interesante.
Many life threads were cut with these, I suppose. A framed picture of the Forbidden Forest. Hey, there's an inscription by the artist on the frame. Happy birthday, Atropos. Yours, Bella. Clotho, when will... Yeah, fix
Mujer.
that hole in
De una
the
vez.
wall.
Hostia.
It shows the harbor. It shows the harbor. Let's see what's inside. It's locked.
Vale. Eso ya está.
Tell your furry Malkin to keep of my side of the bet?
Pues vale. ¿Dónde más tenemos que ir?
It's locked.
Vamos a buscar más sitios.
Oh, the Forbidden Forest. Carrie said the phoenix lives here, and I need one of its feathers.
I don't care if they call you a goddess, Persephone. I know what you truly are. You are nothing more than a second-class herb witch.
Do you think that is the appropriate way to speak to your queen?
You'll never be my queen. You're just some fancy foreign lady who thinks she can roam around these woods like they're her personal playground.
People like you, Hank, are the reason the realm of the dead has such a bad reputation. It's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Don't listen to her, Hank. I'm here for you. I know, Spruce, and you are the best friend anyone could ever wish for.
For the realm of the dead, these flowers look unusually...
Alive?
Yeah, that's it.
That's because they are. It was pretty hard even for me, but I managed to make them grow.
Hey, I hope you don't mind me asking, but what are you two fighting about?
Isn't it as clear as night? That woman's hell-bent on ruining our precious woods. She's like the poster child for everything that's messed up in our realm.
I'm not here to ruin anything. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm all about making this place bloom, thrive, and come alive.
But we don't want life. These branches don't need leaves. Never have, never will. I prefer my roots all tangled up and my soil as dry as a bone. Spruce, you tell her. I'm rooting for you, Hank.
Not again. He pretends he knows what the tree wants.
I do know. I'm Hank, by the way, and I'm the guardian of these woods.
Don't pay him any mind, Prim.
Wait, how do you know my name?
You see, daughter of death. It's your fragrance that sets you apart. I detect the subtle notes of dandelion spores and a faint hint of tulip. People from around here don't smell like that. And your father told me about you. So, welcome to the realm of the dead.
Who are you?
Oh, I totally forgot to introduce myself. Sorry. This place has a way of making me forget my manners. I'm Persephone, the goddess of spring. And, well, recently, I've also taken on the role of Queen of the Underworld.
That's cool. I'm only the goddess of losing socks in the laundry.
Well, look at that. I finally get to meet someone with a sense of humor down here.
I
Carta.
can't reach it. That ain't gonna cut it. That doesn't need a haircut. Hi, Hank.
Hey there, kiddo. Where are your manners, eh? Don't you want to say a little hello to Spruce, too?
Hank, Spruce is just a tree. And he can't talk. It's just you doing a weird thing with your mouth.
Just a tree? Was John Lemon just a tree? What about Jennifer Lopez? R.L. Pine? Laurel and Hardy? Annie Oakley? Were they just all just trees?
Okay, fine. Hello, Spruce. So now he's not saying anything?
Nope, he's still barking mad at you.
Great. I've managed to anger a tree. I know adults do strange things sometimes, so I'm kind of afraid to ask. But why are you hanging from this tree with a noose around your neck?
Well, me and my friends here, we're environmental activists.
Oh, so you fight for the survival of the forest.
Survival of the forest? What are you talking about? We don't want it alive. We're fighting to keep these woods just as dead, withered and decayed as they've always been.
Oh, okay. And you're hanging there because...
Well, as long as I'm dangling here, Persephone can't get her hands on my trusty old tree buddy, Spruce, to work her black magic on him.
Black magic. Hank, I just want to help the forest flourish. That's what it's supposed to do.
Not on this side of the curtain, little lady.
How long have you been hanging there, hanging there, Hank?
Not long enough, it seems, since this self-proclaimed goddess is still threatening us.
Oh, must be lonely.
Not at all. Hank's got me to keep him company. Oh, Spruce, with a buddy like you, nothing in this world is going to bring me down.
How do you make Spruce talk?
What do you mean, make Spruce talk?
I mean, it's obvious you're the one who's actually talking and not this very much inanimate tree. I'm just curious how you do it.
Spruce! Can you believe that? This girl's been in the realm of the dead for what, 5 minutes? And she thinks she's an expert in talking to trees when I've spent my whole life here. I can't believe it, Hank. You know, lass, Spruce may be many things. An annoying know-it-all, a real slob. You should look in his mouth, he keeps everything there. But he is definitely not a normal tree.
What is it that Cerberus does to Spruce?
You tell her, Hank. I just don't have the buds. You know, Prim, this forest is packed with trees. There must be thousands. But that three-headed beast always marks poor Spruce.
He marks him? You mean...
That jet, it's merciless. It's more powerful than a fire hose.
Ugh.
The
Pero estándar.
the indignity, for no reason.
I know Spruce is only a tree, but now I kind of feel sorry for him.
I have no idea how, but I'm sure Persephone is behind this. She must have done something to Spruce. and I'm gonna prove it. Thank Hades, Cerberus doesn't seem to feel the call of nature today.
Any idea how I can cross that river?
Any attempt to cross would be pointless. Believe me, I've seen many try and fail.
But there must be a way.
Well, maybe the river can be dammed, but it would only work at a spot where the current isn't as strong. Like at the harbor, for example.
The harbor? Do you know how to get there?
Of course I do. There was a time when I was more, mobile. And there's a secret shortcut through the forest that leads to the harbor.
So, will you tell me about it?
Of course not. It's a secret shortcut.
You know, I got a spider thing that can show me people's secrets. If I want to, I'm going to find out anyway.
Are you threatening me?
I don't know. Am I?
All right, lass. Calm down. No need to get obnoxious. I'll tell you the way.
Thank you, Hank. Now I should be able to find the harbor. Bye, Hank. Hang loose.
Oh, never heard that one before. I should write that one down, should I?
That's Spruce, Hank's imaginary tree friend.
You're imaginary.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not!
1,000 times yes.
This is beneath me. Mom always said the wise know when to quit. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Ah! I can't... What? And can I pet him?
Yes,
Absolutely not.
of course she can.
Oh, who's a good boy? Oh, you are. Will your other heads get jealous now?
Soy mucho más para enredar aquí.
Hank's hanging allies in his fight against the forest screening. Hank's for the realm of...
Ally?
Yeah,
That
A ver, muy bien, ¿dónde está?
thanks to Hank's directions, I know how to get to the harbor now. So that's the harbor. According to quierees, the ferryman can help me find Tristan's soul on the river. I got number 59, but the display says 58? Okay, somebody's really trying to keep this. The numbers seem to be mirrored now. It might seem like I have a plan, but I really, really don't. Oh, it's just like those notice boards in supermarkets with offers, want ads, and the occasional lonely hearts column. But at second glance, the notices here read a little differently. The River Styx Ballet Ensemble is looking for new members. It's fun, it's elegant, it's free. Ask for Bella.
Place your number on the counter. That number is not being served right now. You may refer to the display over there. Please wait in line.
Line? What line? There's nobody here. Looks like somebody threw a party here. Judging from the smell, a pretty garlicky party. Looks like it's been a long time since anybody used it. Now it's just a painful reminder of better days. Painful and dusty. What is all this stuff? And why is it piled up here? The river broke through the barrier here and spilled over its banks. Now it's rushing inland. Another desperate attempt to keep the river from overflowing. Oh, a key. I wonder who lost it. I'll take it with me. Maybe I'll find its owner, or even better, whatever it unlocks. It's the key I found at the harbor. I wonder what it unlocks. The key doesn't unlock this. That must be the ferryman's hut. Looks like somebody threw up, judging from the smell. It's got 59. I think the name says it all. This little fellow has the loudest voice I've ever heard. But he's quiet now. He likes that cork so much, I can't even pull it out with my hands anymore. What a weird-looking alarm clock. What a weird... He has a pointy nose and a gray hat. A big bucket full of holes.
Pues no te caso tengo muy claro.
Now I got number 60. 61. 62.
Ya está, 82 así.
It doesn't seem to work anymore.
That number is not being served right now. You may refer to the display over there. Please wait in line.
Ah,
Habría que borrar, ¿no?
bureaucracy.
¿Cómo podemos borrar 62? Esto.
That doesn't need to be uncorked. What a strange idea. What a weird look. These two, nope. He has a pointy nose. Nope. I don't want to do that.
Otra cosita. ¿A ti no te gustan tanto las gráficas? Estándar. Tiene que estar por aquí la cosa. Si no hay más cosas para visitar.
That doesn't make sense. It's full of white paint. I see no reason why I should do that. I see no reason. The key doesn't fit here.
Está muy bien. Prim.
It fits.
Salió ayer, 20 pavos.
Let's see what's inside.
O sea, con una 4090 igual no lo puedes ejecutar. Pero bueno.
The Moly Grail. Treat your beloved subterranean dweller to our new, improved formula. Pomegranate flavor. A basketball card.
Es suerte.
There's nothing left in there.
Pero bueno, solo son 20 euros. ¿Qué más da? Con el dinero que tienes.
Inside the drawer, there are anti-allergy sprays with garlic cloves printed on them.
Como poco. Como poco.
Welcome back. May your journey be filled.
No, yo no pago 10.000 pavos. El trimestre.
What are all these cords for?
Isn't it obvious? I play game of gnome. My game board is connected to the one in the Fates garden, so if I place a gnome here, it appears over there as...
¿Te creas que lo tengo todo claro, eh?
Quierees told me its name. I think it was Styx. It's where the souls that can't pay the ferryman end up. No.
Una cuerda, que lo tengo.
I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's any. That doesn't need. I sense an overwhelming loneliness in her. I sense an over. My little friend says no. I wonder if there's a way to make it fall down. Hey, Batsy, can you? Thank you.
Tiene una cuerda, imagino, pero no tengo cuerda.
Hank, don't be so stubborn. Why don't you come down so we can talk it out?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? The moment I budge from here, you're going to snap your fingers and old Spruce will start sprouting like crazy. I'm not going anywhere. No way.
Una sevillana. Se quiere aprovechar de ti.
Do you want some of this, buddy? He seems to love it. Do you want some of this, buddy? He seems to love it. Do you want some of this, buddy? He seems to love it.
I can see that.
Wait, you're Hades' wife, right?
Yes.
So, you're not from here either?
Azus is my witness, no. And believe me, when my husband first brought me here, I was so...
You mean after he kidnapped you?
Call it what you want. It's been a massive culture shock.
I totally know what you mean.
But with time, it got better. And I started to feel more at home here. At home with my loving husband.
Looks like a classic case of Stockholm Syndrome, if you ask me.
Shush, you grumpy pinata.
I like those flowers at your feet.
Why, thanks. These were dead daisies. I just gave them a little boost when I got here today.
They're disgusting.
You gave them a boost?
I am the goddess of spring, remember? I can't create flowers from nothing, but give me a dead one and I can bring it back to life in no time.
Pretty impressive. I never had a green thumb. Even the fake plants in my room died.
Not so surprising considering your family background, don't you think?
Maybe. That's a pretty cool necklace. A pomegranate?
Oh, that old thing? Yes, a pomegranate. There are far more precious pieces in my collection, but somehow I find it hard to part with. For one thing, it reminds me of my early days in the realm of the dead. And secondly, it's quite useful to make Cerberus here follow me. The old boy would die for the taste of pomegranate seeds.
Interesting dog?
That's Cerberus. Isn't he lovely?
He's an evil abomination. Easy there, Spruce. I won't let Cerberus pull that stunt on you again.
What stunt?
Oh, nothing really. Anyway, I wish Cerberus would relieve himself already. I've been waiting for what feels like an eternity.
No.
Is Hank talking to himself?
Yes. After a few lonely years hanging.
A few years? How long has this fight been going on?
A while, I guess.
Bye, Persephone.
Take care, Prim. Come back anytime. I'm glad to have an... Maybe it will lighten your father's spirits a little. I have the feeling he's getting...
Tell me something I don't already know.
He's always been a grumpy old sourpuss. But for the last decade or so, it's been getting even worse. He's obsessed with maintaining the balance between life and death.
Oh, you mean like when a person's soul is returned to their body after they were killed by mistake? Just asking for a friend.
That was oddly specific, but yes, that would do it.
There's no way I can cross it. The current is much too strong. That doesn't make sense.
Tengo ni puta idea cómo seguir.
Hank does have a secret. Somehow he makes his tree friend talk. But I'm sure I'll be able to discover it without magic this time. I mean, I'm clever. At least, that's what my mom always told me. No. My little friend says... That doesn't make sense. Okay, time to assess Spruce's oral hygiene. Whoa, and Mom always said my room was a disaster area. Whew, it wasn't easy considering the mess in there, but I found a book.
Oh, you could take that old tome. I don't need it anymore.
I've also spotted a rope in the tree's mouth. Can I take that too?
Rope? Oh, that must be Spruce's dental floss.
Is what?
I know. Dental care is overrated, isn't it?
So, can I take the rope or not?
Well, since it belongs to Spruce, you cannot take it unless he allows it.
That's Spruce, Hank's imaginary tree friend. Well, there's a rope inside the mouth, which might really come in handy. But Hank won't let me take it unless his weird tree friend Spruce allows it.
Libro de ventriloquía.
So that's how Hank makes his tree friend talk. He's a ventriloquist. Let's see if that works. You know what, Hank? I must confess, I don't need that rope anymore. The unusually sympathetic young woman can have it.
Are you sure, Spruce? Well, if you say so. Go ahead and take it, girl.
Bueno, tenemos la cuerda, tenemos el cubo. Vamos al pozo, ¿no? A ver qué pasa.
Got it. That's Spruce, Hank's imaginary tree friend. Bye.
¿Qué pasa?
Oh.
No sé si eso funciona y podemos seguir avanzando. Ando más perdido que... Este no es aquí.
Theoretically, I could descend into the well like this, but why should I?
Mejor si no se baja al pozo.
Theoretically... my little... Theoretically, I could descend into the well like this, but why should I? There's no need for unbearably loud, unhinged screaming here. That doesn't make any sense. No need to wait. What a weird... No need to wake this... Nope. I can't use my new ventriloquist. Nope. Not a good... I shouldn't randomly...
Mierda.
I will say this only once, so I will be very
I didn't mean to question anyone's authority. It's just that, well, this whole... I thought you might want someone by your side who can offer a...
And what exactly qualifies you for this?
I was our father's daughter.
Sí, está ahí escrito. Pero...
And this floating nut. It might seem like I have a plan, but I really, really don't. The numbers seem to be mirrored now. That doesn't need a haircut.
Pero según esto es lo que hay que hacer, ¿no? Saca más números a 62 que ya tengo. Golpea y gira el cartel hasta que no esté el mismo. Haz cosquillas. Jodas. Qué bueno. Bueno, está guay. Si te quedas atascado, pero no sé cómo hacerlo para... ¿Con qué se golpeará?
That doesn't need to be on.
Ah, coño.
I think I broke it.
That number is not being... Wait, that is the right number.
De funcionario.
You... Never mind. I am Karin, the ferryman. What do you want?
Gosh, finally. I'd like to book a river crossing.
Then you've come to the right place. But as is our custom, it will cost you the gold coin you were buried with.
The gold coin I was buried with. Yeah, sure. Just, wait a second, let me check. Oh, that's too bad. I think my bereaved put it in my other coffin. Can't I just...
You don't have a gold coin, do you?
No? Nope. Sorry. I don't.
Don't worry. That's how it is with just about everybody these days. That's why we don't use our glorious Erebus anymore.
And what does that mean?
Oh, it just means you're doomed to drift underwater as a zombie-like ghost spirit for all eternity. I wish you a pleasant afterlife. Goodbye.
Oh, he must be kidding me. I don't think I need the tickets anymore. I'll throw them away. Hey! Hey! You? I need to talk to you. It's an emergency.
Place your number on the... Oh, it's you again.
Yes, it's me again. I want a bargain. Isn't there anything I can offer you in return for passage?
I indeed have a weakness for a good trade now and then. What gave me away? The distinguished aura of an experienced collector?
No. I think it was the massive mound of trash piled up next to your boat over there.
Oh, I see. So, what would you like to trade in exchange for a river crossing?
Wouldn't it be great to have a shrunken head that never stops screaming?
I don't want that.
An unusual alarm clock, maybe?
No.
What do you think of this fine Swiss pocket scythe?
That's not the least bit interesting to me.
Surely you want this book on ventriloquism.
Nada de lo que tengo.
Not interested.
Qué cabrón.
Do you want a spider eye that can show you people's secrets?
What?
I'm just kidding, little friend. I'd never give you away. This more or less functioning corkscrew is to die for.
Who would want that?
I
No tenemos nada que
don't
interese.
think I have anything you'd want right now. How can I find out what he's into? Oh, that's just like those notice boards in supermarkets. But at second glance, the River Styx Ballet Ensemble is looking. It's fun, it's elegant, it's ask for Bella. I can't navigate the river by myself. I need the fair. Looks like somebody threw a party here, judging from the smell. Past, present, and future. That doesn't need to be uncorked. Mom. Well, it's not a Prim flap. I could send my friend into the garden through the flap, but why should I?
Joder, Dios, esperma.
That doesn't make sense. This must be the door to keep.
Sorry, Sunshine. No admittance for anybody. Your aunt is so far behind on the rent.
I can't use my new ventriloquism skills on that. It's locked. Well, it's not a Prim flap.
Es un montar. ¿Y por qué no entra, tío?
My little friend says no.
Joder. Vamos a ver. Pero hay que otra forma de cruzar la puerta. Envía al grupo por la... Joder, pues eso lo estoy haciendo y no lo manda.
There's no need for an eyeball with spider legs here. Strange. It doesn't work with her. Maybe the fates are
timado,
too
¿no?
powerful. I could send my friend into the garden through the flap, but why should I?
Hostia, pues para hablar con...
I see no reason. Hi, Echo.
Hi, Prim.
Who's
Oh, that's an easy. It's the one and only Joe Stygian, the man with the most
cool? I think I've already read his name somewhere. Maybe you can get some inspiration from him?
musical inspiration, definitely. But regarding his private life, in his late 20s, he owed Clotho, one of Lackey's sisters, a whole lot of money. He went to bargain with her, but was never seen again.
Okay, that's creepy.
27 Club. Happens to the best of us.
Bye, Echo.
Au revoir, young Miss.
Aw, what a...
Pardonnez-moi. He's just about right, with his white hat and his pug nose.
I see no reason why I should...
Welcome back.
I think I...
May your journey be filled with love and light.
Veo.
People down here really have a... I could send my friend into the garden through the flap, but why should I?
If you hate me as much as you, then why do you
And miss enjoying this. Never.
There's no need for an eyeball with spider legs here. I don't sense a secret here. Nope, nothing. Hank was right. Persephone was messing with the tree by letting a cat pee on it? The poor dog just wants to mark his territory again. I don't sense a secret here. My little, I hate to admit it. I've already discovered Hank's secret. I found a book about it in the tree's mouth. Nope. Not the slightest trace of an interesting secret here.
Tengo que ver un gato. Tengo que ver un gato para que eche un pis.
Hank was right. Persephone was messing with the tree. The poor dog just... There's no need for unbearably loud, unhinged screaming here. No need to wake this. That doesn't make sense. It's empty now. That ain't gonna cut it. The scythe is of no use. a collection of basketball trading cards, but it looks like one card is missing.
Y le falta una que no tengo, claro.
How about a round of basketball cards?
No, thank you.
Rumor has it that you're a connoisseur of exquisite trading cards?
That is absolutely ridiculous. I am the Dark Ferryman, carrier of souls. I don't have time for such childish nonsense.
Oh, okay. My bad. Then I should talk to somebody else about this one very, very, very rare basketball card.
What card do you mean?
Oh, you wouldn't know about it anyway. It's only of interest to collectors.
But you're not talking about the
About what?
ultra rare Firefox card limited edition with holographic radiance and misprinted strength value.
So you are a collector.
Shh, not so loud. It doesn't suit a Dark Ferryman to be interested in such things.
No, I think everybody has a guilty pleasure. Mine was pimple popping. Man, did I pop those pimples. But I don't get them anymore since coming here. My face is too bony.
So, the Firefox card,
What about it?
do you have it?
Not yet, but I think I know where it is. If I get it for you, you'll have to take me across the river. Deal?
Deal.
Solo tengo dos. Necesito 6. Vale. Un gato. Ah, pero esto está aquí para el gato. Un gato.
Well, it's not a Prim. No. I could send my friend in, but what?
Bueno. Espera, porque ahí no puedo entrar, ¿no? Mierda.
Oh, my foot itch. But hey, do you ever wish isn't the itch?
You monster!
What a weird look. Bye, Hank. Hang loose.
Oh,
Bueno, lo vamos a dejar, no te voy a hacer comidas. La verdad que está muy chulo.
It's the
Si os
same
gustan las
thing
aventuras
every
gráficas, creo que
time I
es
offer
un
my help.
poco...
If
Enough. I will not rely on anyone else to...
if you
Oh, it feels strange being back in my room. The last time I was here, Tristan was still alive. Samael ugh. You know, ugh. The only good thing was that Thanatos... I have no...
Ahí lo tenéis. La verdad que está muy chula la aventura gráfica esta. Divertida. 20 euritos. Si os gustan las aventuras gráficas, totalmente recomendable. Bueno, gente, lo dejamos, que tengo que ir a preparar comida. La una, si no, luego ando con el culo prieto. Venga, de fin de semana nada, que me voy fuera. El fin de semana sí que nos vemos el lunes. Venga, adiós. Os mandamos el feed. Venga, hasta luego, gente.